Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, with episode 11 of season 2 Rivals and then episode 12 of season 2 The Alternate. And last video I said that I was halfway through the season because I was on episode 9 and 10. That was me thinking that this season was a 20 episode season, but it is not a 20 episode season. I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of the rest of the seasons, including season 2, the one that we are on right now, are 26 episode seasons, which blew my mind. So we're actually not halfway done season 2 yet. That's for next week's video, so apologies on the confusion there. I just thought this was a 20 episode season. But about these episodes, I know nothing about them. I see Bashir doing some weird pose on the thumbnail of episode 11, and I see Dax on the thumbnail of episode 12, and I love both those characters, and I kind of hope they're episodes for both those characters. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So we turn light, we said what color? It should be boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I think I'm gonna go just like a blue color. I don't know, I feel like I haven't done blue in a while in Star Trek, and so I think blue is gonna be a nice color to watch these 2 episodes on today. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon. I have uncut and early access reactions to all of my Star Trek content that comes out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive merch, live streams, Patreon polls, everything like that over on the Patreon. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Well, my voice just like died at the end of that there. Okay, let's dive into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 11, Rivals.
And I managed to put away a bit of Latinum every year just for myself.
Okay.
I've decided to invest it all, and I can't believe I'm telling you this.
What do you investigate in?
When hearts are in sympathy, time collapses.
No, this guy's just so smooth.
For a woman of your delicate sensibilities.
But are you sure that's wise?
Odo does not like this guy.
Analysis of those asteroids, that he never had the means to follow up on what he found.
Why are you telling him this?
Back overnight. I still can't believe I'm telling you this.
Yeah, why are you? Did you put something in her drink?
Would you consider some kind of partnership?
Let's go.
No.
But I've done nothing wrong.
It's true, we were just talking.
I love how like nonchalant Odo was. Just, let's go.
Where are you from, Odo?
Huh? Don't pull that routine on me.
What route?
He also doesn't know.
Someone to hear their stories. I offer a sympathetic ear. And if they request my help...
And a little prophet as well. He's like a Ferengi.
Talk a bit.
This is an interesting start to the episode. Not what I was expecting. We have a con man at play. We have Odo being grumpy as always. It's a good start. Sorry, I didn't do the Star Trek. I'm gonna do it now. I was zoned out. I was thinking about something. Okay. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Whew. Sorry about that. I have a physio appointment after this video, and so I was thinking about what I'm gonna tell the physio guys, you know what I mean? I was just like zoned out thinking about it, and this music was helping me think, you know, it put me in the zone. Apologies again, guys. Is he playing like squash? Oh, what a sick game. It's Bashir in the outfit.
Just playing, and I figured there'd be at least a couple of other players on board.
Yeah, it looks like squash or something, like weird space squash.
Talk about stamina. Didn't think he ever actually broke a sweat.
And you won?
The pose!
As a shot.
I also like that O'Brien doesn't like Bashir still.
No, it's been a serious pastime for a lot of years.
Oh, some of the toughest players have...
What the heck is Bashir doing?
Makes a heart a friend to the hand.
Is he okay? Bashir is just so weird, man.
I can play any style you like.
O'Brien hates Bashir. This is so funny. Kind of looks like a witch, you know what I mean? The Wicked Witch of the West. Let the guy sleep.
But as you can see, my health is not so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
All because of this.
What is that?
It all comes down to luck.
But what does that device do?
What did you win?
Is he dying? Did he win death? It's mine now.
Officer!
This episode, what is happening in this episode? It feels so, I don't know. There's so many different parts, but there's not connecting. Great, Keiko. It went great.
I'm sure he didn't see it that way.
The hell he didn't. That smug look on his face.
But he hates him.
Like molasses in winter, huh? Thanks.
Miles, you're taking this way too seriously.
I'm out of shape, that's all.
I want Miles to start training.
Back. Sector chump.
Like Rocky Balboa training for this game.
I told him I was getting tired. He didn't believe me. And then his racket broke. And I thought, finally.
And he pulls out a new racket.
Stay there while he went away and replicated another one.
There's no way.
Well, there's no other way out. Otherwise, there would have been an emergency. Chief O'Brien's coronary.
Oh my god. Why is there no salt?
That's just it. This
has to be part of the episode, you know what I mean? That there's no salt?
I guess I'm overstating the health risk.
Oh.
That's not...
It's not salt, it's sauce.
I just don't want to humiliate him.
Oh, Bashir. I love that Bashir likes O'Brien, and O'Brien just despises Bashir with all his life.
Alright.
It's Frank! It's Morn.
Sorry, the drink's on you.
Oh man, he lost. You know, Frank meant to lose because he never loses.
The 47th rule of acquisition says, don't trust a man wearing a better suit than your own.
I love the rules of acquisition.
Some kind of game? I've never seen that one before. How do you play?
Yeah, Quirk's so interested. We're getting some really interesting dynamics in this episode. Character dynamics. Oh.
As I told you, my luck's running good today.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything, does it? It's just light on, light off.
Might keep him out of my ears for a couple of days. I'll take it.
No, Quirk knows this is worth something.
Nonsense. You read too much into nothing. My benevolence is known far and wide.
These two are the same people.
You might be able to trade it for a meal, but it won't be a hot one.
He's like, okay.
Final offer. Take it before my generosity fades.
Perhaps I'll hold on to it a bit longer.
Suit yourself.
Dude, Quirk's dying inside.
Thanks for the drink.
You know, that conversation was actually so good. Like, who is this bloke? You know what I mean? Oh, he's just going around interacting with different characters. It's actually great. That would be 100 gold press platinum, please. Yes, O'Brien, he's getting better. Oh, no, Bashir's faking it. Bashir, you have to try harder to try to fake it.
Next time you either play your best game or you don't play.
Oh my god. Dude, O'Brien is fired up.
What's he done? Just look.
Welcome, friends.
Oh my god, he's made his own bar or club.
Great.
How did he manage to build it without Quirk knowing? He built it in secret, and he also built it in like half a second.
Not in the eyes of the Federation.
He's a con artist? A crook?
One more won't make much difference.
No one has sympathy for Quirk.
You won't?
That was a great shot as well.
Martis is cutting into my profits. I want him stopped before it gets any worse.
No, he's taking your brother.
Over you? Don't make me laugh.
Oh, bye, Rob. Wow, this is hustling and bustling. I need a club, what is it, Martis shirt.
Martis.
The way you know if someone is succeeding is if Frank is at your establishment.
Well, it won't be easy to raise that kind of money.
I hope I can find an investor in time.
I'll be your investor.
Well, once I began mining, I'd pay back 10 times 10,000.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
Oh, don't worry about Quark. I've had the most astonishing run of luck lately. I'm beginning.
Yeah, he kind of has, but luck always runs out eventually.
Is matched only by her beauty and charm.
This guy is a crazy comment, and he has big versions of the orbs.
Perhaps we should consider formalizing our relationship.
Are you proposing to me?
What?
What do you think?
What?
Replicated from a handheld version a friend gave me.
I've never seen anything like them.
No one has.
All right. Is this everything you'll need?
And Kira's in this episode. We get everyone in this episode.
Huh, how'd you find it? I'm not sure. It's more like it found me. Just lucky, I guess.
Just lucky. Everyone's getting lucky. Hold on a second. Besides O'Brien. O'Brien's not getting lucky.
I hope you don't mind. I'm sure you'll find another.
Aww. Aww. O'Brien, you have to realize... Oh, I don't know, man. I love this Bashir O'Brien stuff. I want to see more of them. Because I want O'Brien to become less jaded towards Bashir. Oh, the bar's empty.
Where is everybody?
Oh, but Frank's here.
My friend.
My legendary guy, Frank, over here.
What happened?
I fell down.
See, I'm listening. Nothing to it.
But the chords, where do you think?
What was the score?
Who cares?
I care. I'm listening.
Yeah, he's listening.
The aging champion
Got spin shots he's never seen.
versus the daring challenger.
Oh.
One more game. That's all I needed.
Profit. Profit.
Minor accidents. People slipping and falling, walking to turbo-lift doors before they open, that kind of thing.
Okay, so this con man maybe brings bad luck everywhere around him.
All right, pay them all off.
That's unfortunate. House wins.
If it's action you want,
Dude, look at
come to the
Frank.
right place.
He's so excited about this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miles the Mechanic O'Brien.
O'Brien, let's go!
He's Julian Bashir. They call
Oh,
him
yes.
the Doctor.
Oh, the doctor. Bum, bum, bum.
I understand how you feel, but think of the children.
Think of the children.
Oh, well, I'm sure the little ones can huddle together for warmth.
I bet he didn't even contact the orphanage. I bet he keeps all the profits. Now who's the one with the bad luck? Quark just made his own luck right there.
Funny. It's like the computer brought that program up at random and then just swallowed it up again.
Interesting.
Minor accidents?
Dozens of them. Could there be a connection between the accidents and the increase in the...
And the no sauce.
Well, on my naming day, Clark substituted old vegetables for my presents. Then he's...
Oh my god.
I require the comfort of a compassionate soul.
I knew she was gonna walk in.
I want you out of here by tomorrow and then take those damn things with you.
Oh my god.
I never should have left Clark. What's going to happen now?
I'm not sure.
Oh, she has that lady. Her hair, man. It's like she stuck spaghetti in her head. Oh. Will you be rich?
You can beat his backhand.
Yes.
Keep the ball low.
Yes.
To his left.
Yes.
If he returns again, high back wall.
Yes. Look at Keiko. She's so serious.
A silk handkerchief, medieval Japanese design, scented with my perfume.
Oh, baby.
Kick his butt.
Oh, I am so excited for this. I wish the whole episode was just O'Brien and Bashir training to fight each other. To fight each other, to play a game of basically squash.
Great energy and vigor. Just the kind of thing to have before an athletic competition.
That's called cheating.
Natural. Oh, the monk said you should drink the whole thing in one gulp in order to get the proper effect.
Yeah? The whole thing in one gulp, Quark?
Milligrams of hydroxylated quintethyl metacetamin.
What is that?
It's the match, weren't you?
Would I do that?
If you had enough latinum bet on Chief O'Brien, you would.
Yeah, you would.
Then the house would win and the monks would get their blankets.
Are you suggesting that I...
Rig the match?
By you, one way or another, and if the monks don't get their blankets, Chief O'Brien and I will be very upset.
Oh, Bashir, let's go. I want O'Brien to win anyways, but in a fair and square match.
But I think it's a symptom of the same problem. The neutrinos outside the station are normal, but
it's just everything inside the station.
Have a good game, Julian.
You too.
So maybe O'Brien will get a lot of good luck, and Bashir will get bad luck then. This makes me want to play squash. Oh, his racket broke.
2-0 O'Brien.
Dude, Frank's like, come on, Bashir. I bet on you. I bet my life savings.
I still don't think it's fair. You
think she
investing
conned
my
you?
money without asking. You're...
What if she conned the con man?
That does it. Where are you going? Back to Clark.
Okay, Rom.
I'll get cheated by family. Let's get out of here.
And he took the woman too. And he took the woman. He is the ultimate savage, this guy.
I'm making shots I couldn't have made 15 years ago when I was playing 5 hours a day every day.
Oh, wow.
I can't miss.
So he's not even angry at Bashir. The craziest shots of all time.
Goes right into his hand.
What?
exactly. Someone or something on the station is distorting the laws of probability.
Interesting.
Yes, a smaller one. When I opened the club, I replicated these larger
versions.
Yeah, that's the issue, buddy.
Then how did you turn them on in the first place?
I didn't exactly.
You just took it off a dead man.
Wait, what are you doing?
Just get absolutely destroyed.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything I can charge you with.
Fortunately, I do.
Oh my god, Odo just comes in at the right time.
They've decided to press charges after all.
Okay, okay.
Alcea, I knew you'd come to get me out.
Inside.
Oh my days. Was she conning as well?
One would be foolish enough to be taken in by that old trick. But don't worry, Martus. I've come to get you out.
Oh my days.
Now, how about giving me 2,000 Izziks to book passage out of here?
You want me to give you money?
Yeah, no.
500 Izziks. You can book passage on a cargo ship.
Okay.
Dignity in an empty sack is worth the sack. Rule of acquisition number 109.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good rule. That's the episode? What a random episode. I wanted to see who won the game, though. You know what I mean? I bet on the game. I bet for O'Brien to win. We didn't get to see the end. And that was my reaction to episode 11 of season 2 Rivals. And that episode was a decent episode. I think it was my least favorite episode of the season so far, but it wasn't a bad episode in my opinion. It was still like very fun to watch. I wish the episode was just about Bashir and O'Brien. I liked the con man guy. I forget his name now. It was like Marcus or something like that. It wasn't Marcus, but it was something like Marcus or started with an M. And I liked his luck-based stuff and probability stuff and his interactions with Odo, with Dax, with Quark, especially with Quark, with that woman who ended up being a con woman. That was absolutely amazing. When she took the money, like the 10,000 whatever, Izziks, I think that's what they called it. By the way, I haven't heard that currency before. It's always been like gold pressed latinum, but what's Izziks? What's the difference between Izziks and gold pressed latinum? But anyways, she took 10,000 Izziks, and in my mind I was like, it would be really funny if she was also a con woman and she was conning the con man. That would have been hilarious. And then at the end she is conning the con man and she goes to jail. It was just beautiful. It was just chef's kiss. And you know, I liked that story. I liked the stuff. I liked how their story did interact with Bashir and O'Brien, with luck and having O'Brien play really well in the last game and stuff like that. But that being said, also before I get into that being said, I really liked the salt shakers at the start, or not, they looked like salt shakers, but they're actually for like some barbecue sauce that Bashir was putting on his sandwich. I love that that was actually integrated as part of the episode in terms of like, it was a little foreshadowing of the luck and probability, you know, like a little bit of it was starting to happen on the station with this bad luck of Bashir not getting this sauce. And I thought it was so funny because I was like, either this is just some random gag that is really funny from the writer's point of view, or it has something to do with the episode. And it was so small, you're probably going to forget about it at the end, but I don't know why. I found it so funny. Bashir was just talking and trying to pour sauce on his sandwich, and then he had to get up, go find more sauce, and then he had to go get up again and find more sauce because there was no sauce in that other one. It was just, I really liked that a lot. But that being said, now I'm getting to the but. The Bashir O'Brien stuff in this was the reason that I liked this episode so much. Obviously, Quark was amazing. The new guy, the Marcus guy, whatever his name was, he was decent, and his interactions with Quark were definitely my favorite part of his storyline. And Quark was hilarious in this episode, and his retribution at the end was awesome. But seeing Bashir and O'Brien play that game, which is pretty reminiscent of squash. Personally, I've only played squash like 5 times. I played it in the summer for the first time, and I had a lot of fun with it. I'd like to play it again after watching this episode. I'd like to play it again. But seeing Bashir and O'Brien just play, I'm going to call it squash, with each other, and just like O'Brien just hating Bashir with all of his guts, like just so jaded about Bashir and hating every single thing Bashir says, Bashir does, every single thing Bashir is and stands for. It's just so much fun. And the Bashir, on the other hand, he like admires O'Brien, and he doesn't want O'Brien to feel bad about losing and not being as good as him. And I thought it was really funny. And personally, if this episode was 45 minutes of Bashir and O'Brien playing this game, or Bashir and O'Brien playing at the start, and then O'Brien like slowly training his way up to be able to beat Bashir at the end of the episode, that would have been, I would have just enjoyed that as an episode, because their relationship is so much fun, and I want to see more Bashir and O'Brien interactions in the future as like a whole plot point, because their interactions are always so much fun. And I think O'Brien will slowly start to warm up to Bashir, and Bashir already has warmed up to O'Brien, but I think O'Brien will slowly get more friendly and more friendly with Bashir as it goes. And I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see the end of the game. I know that it wasn't like the point of the episode, and like the plot was all wrapped up and stuff, but you know, people bet money on that game. I was betting on O'Brien on that game personally, so I want to figure out if my bet paid off or not. You know, am I lucky? What's the probability that I'm lucky? But like, I don't know. I wanted to see them play, and I wanted to see O'Brien win in the end. I don't know. He was just like so pumped. Keiko gave him the kiss, the headband that had her perfume on it. You know what I mean? It was like, let's go, let's go, O'Brien. And then we didn't get to see the end of the game, so I was a little sad. But overall, it felt like a very fun episode to me. You know what I mean? Like very stake-free, fun episode overall. And yeah, time to get into episode 12 of season 2 now, The Alternate. Hope you enjoy.
I am merely a businessman. The late, great Plague himself to sing the...
Dude, Frank is like, I'm also a businessman.
A mere 3 strips of latinum. And I'd be taking a loss at that price.
What? No. Buy it, dude.
Their loved ones and selling them. I find that irresistible.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I'm sure.
Oh, he's actually serious.
You're serious?
Have you ever known me not to be?
Yeah, that is actually so true. I think the only time Odo is not serious is when he's thinking about killing Quark.
How do I know it's Plague?
It says so on the label.
No, but...
You got him.
Not if he's still alive.
Still alive?
Still alive.
Hold on.
I bought these discs in good faith. I have 5,000 pieces of Plague in my storeroom.
5,000.
I demand an investigation.
You'll get one.
Wait, so Quark doesn't even know he's scamming people.
Dr. Mora.
Oh!
It's been too long.
Wait, is this an Odo episode?
Haven't quite managed the ears yet, have you?
Still studying Odo like he's a scientist.
Seem to be old friends.
Dr. Mora is the Bajoran scientist who was assigned to me after I was found.
Yeah, he is.
But Odo is doing a wonderful job here on the station, if I may say so.
Is he?
Absolutely.
Aw, he does kind of seem like his dad.
As much as I want to means as much as I want to.
Yeah, it does.
A con man. Nobody you want to know.
I want to know Quark. Come on.
Chief of security at a way station in space. Don't you miss it, Odo?
What?
Miss what? Yeah.
The exploration of you, what you are, where you came from.
This is an Odo episode.
Good. Because I came here counting on that.
Why? Are you giving him a chance to explore himself more? Okay, I'm not gonna forget to sing the intro this time, guys. I'm not gonna be zoned out. Imagine, watch I'm zoned out or something. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Dude, I'm so excited. It's an Odo episode, I think. And Odo episodes and Kira episodes are usually the most reflective and the most personal. And so I'm really excited for this one.
See you later, Dad.
Hey,
Hold up, Jake. Hold up.
First of all, you don't know what you're going to be when you grow up.
Cisco literally used Klingon opera in an episode like last time or something to connect with someone.
Some Klingons in a job somewhere.
Good try, Cisco.
When was the last time you listened to Klingon opera?
When I was your age.
There, you see?
It's a long time ago.
It would take months, and he's very anxious to investigate something in the Gamma Quadrant.
In the Gamma Quadrant.
So am I.
You've got me curious.
Is it about him? Is it about his species?
Unique and familiar DNA patterns. Patterns very much like my own.
Oh, yes.
Of me.
This is huge, guys. I don't know if this is going to be real, but this is huge news if it is.
Realize you were dealing with a sentient life form.
He didn't. I had to teach him that myself.
That's pretty funny.
Terms. He had never perceived anything like us before.
Yeah. Perceived like a solid mass.
It was remarkable. Every morning I would come into the lab, and every morning...
He keeps cutting Odo off.
Working with you has been the most rewarding part of my career.
Aw, that's really nice, though. Oh, look at this set. Okay, DS9 with the budget. Oh, wow. It's like a painting behind them or something. That matte painting, that's beautiful.
I think I may have found what we're looking for.
Oh.
No, silicate, but vegetative and very much alive.
Oh, hold on. The planet didn't like that. Put that pillar back right now, guys.
Computer, realign transporter, lock onto our comm badges. Stand by.
This is Star Trek Indiana Jones version.
Ready?
Odo's not affected, but these two are. What about the other guy? What about the fourth guy? Is he alive or is he dead? Did they energize him?
The paralyzing action occurred when the gas was taken into the respiratory system, and since Odo doesn't have a respiratory...
Oh, that makes sense.
Figure this out.
Good idea.
Will he be all right?
The molecule...
There we go. He did make it.
I appreciate your thoughts, Commander. But Dr. Mora is not my father.
Yeah, but he raised you like one a little bit, didn't he? You can say he's your stepfather. How about that?
Multiplied so much I had to change containers.
Really?
I'll put it in a level 5 security.
I don't think this is Odo-esque. I mean, it's Odo-esque, but I don't think it's Odo's species.
I'm hoping it's a key, Mr. O'Brien. A key to my past.
I hope so too. Or I hope it's a clue, you know what I mean? Because Odo got that necklace in the first season, which is kind of like a clue, like it exists out there somewhere. And now hopefully this as well.
Continuing the scan, sir.
Oh, wow. It escaped. Maybe this will be an evil Odo.
Any signs of a break-in?
Not that we could find. The security seal on the lab was still in place.
It looks like it broke out.
It was locked, it's gone. That's all I know for now.
Constable, get a level 3 security scan underway.
What if it's not gone? What if it's transformed into something in the room?
Closed so I wouldn't leave. I had to sneak out to my quarters in a hospital gown that wouldn't close in the back. What?
Oh, wow. What is it, Dax?
Of intelligence.
Not unless you consider wanton destruction of the lab an indication of intelligence.
Maybe.
Might be. Don't dismiss any possibility.
Yeah, not yet. Too early.
The security camera stopped operating for 43 seconds at 0300 hours.
Interesting. That's very suspicious.
It might have affected the security field around the life form too. We're trying to analyze it now.
So you think there was an outside source?
Maybe this thermal deviation was a result of...
Oh.
Chief? Hold on, I hear something.
I would hate to be in the vents when something creepy sounds.
Well, I definitely hear something ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't go towards it, man. No. I've seen too many horror movies.
I'm moving in closer. If you run into my wife, don't mention I did this.
Yeah, so fair.
Fine, honey. How was yours? Sometimes I don't think she really wants to know the truth.
Yeah, so fair.
It's a structural breach.
Oh. Oh, it's gooey.
I think I found our missing life form.
Oh, it's all over my hand. Oh, is it?
Station log. Stardate 4.
They look kind of dead. They just look like jelly.
Of cellular structure, the life form would have needed a higher concentration of carbon dioxide than our atmosphere provides.
The volcanic one.
Feel like getting a Ractogeno before we call it a night.
My replicator or yours?
Oh, smooth.
Just thinking more of the promenade.
I knew that.
Haha, good try, Bashir. Good try.
Wrap up round here.
Sleep tight, Julian.
He'll always try for Dax, you know what I mean? He'll always have a crush on Dax.
One of these days I'm gonna stop chasing her. And then we'll see.
Aw, he does like her a lot. The alien is in one of the patients. Oh, never mind. The alien is right there, bro. Oh! Oh, tentacle freak over here. Well done, Bashir. Oh, that looked cool, man.
Another thermal distortion. Did you try the lights, Doctor?
No, I didn't.
But they were off.
Barely tolerate.
It's an expression of affection that you find difficult to accept.
Aww.
Scientific method and police method have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do,
Thought of it
actually.
that way, perhaps they do.
Or they should, at least.
I'm very proud of you, Odo. Do you know that?
He actually is a dad, don't you think?
Wasn't that pillar over here before?
It was in my way. I had it moved.
It's Dax. It's Dax. It's Dax.
How much I miss him.
Oh.
Part on very good terms.
Oh, really?
I wonder if he wasn't right to go after all. He's come so far.
This is so nice of him, changing his outlook.
And all these years, I was so certain that eventually, one day, he'd show up at the lab.
But no, he hasn't.
The nucleotide sequences are entirely different.
Some metachromic similarities.
Yes.
Interesting.
2-3 hours, maybe.
Wait,
Let me know.
is it him? Wait, I don't know. I think the life form is transformed into someone, maybe. I don't think it's just gooping around in the vents. And that pillar moving has something to do with it.
The organic sample. It's from you, Odo.
What? What?
The attack in the infirmary occurred at 1935, roughly.
He's seducing like Sherlock.
I was in my pail during both attacks.
But were you?
Wait.
I don't think so.
It's like taking over him or something.
How could this be?
Wait, interesting.
There are always unsolved crimes.
Then the possibility exists.
Yeah, it does.
Except that you have turned into some kind of uncontrolled thing that tried to kill him, really, Odo.
He wants it back in the lab.
And Odo, they'll put you in a zoo.
I don't believe that. You don't...
I feel so bad for Odo right now. Look how panicky he is.
To trust except me.
What makes you think I trust you?
Wow, that was spiteful.
Today, if it weren't for my guidance, I gave you more than anyone else in my life. You were...
Oh,
And then you walked away.
look at him sweating.
You always had to learn your lesson the hard way, didn't you?
Oh my god.
I'm not going back to the center with you.
Oh my god. I think this guy is making Odo think that he's doing it, but he's doing this to Odo. Oh! Oh! Hold on a second.
Where the hell did it come from?
Security to ops.
Go ahead.
There's no...
Oh my god. Look at him come up the elevator.
I believe that was an attempt to rescue the life forms I placed in containment.
Interesting.
The creature is familiar with me.
Yeah. Maybe it's because Odo's so familiar with him.
Station security teams along the perimeter.
How are we gonna get him to come out of the conduits?
Good question.
Pass the word that
I'm nervous. What if this guy dies?
if maximum stun doesn't bring him down immediately, we set phasers to kill.
Kill? You're gonna kill Odo? This is so intense.
What are you waiting for?
What a shot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think he might be dead. Okay, he's not dead. He's not dead. Maybe it's just like Odo's anger in a form. Oh. I thought they were going to end the episode there for a second. I was like, no, you don't do that.
I had no idea.
You had to speak in a voice loud enough for me to hear.
Wow, yeah.
In a very small way. To be part of your life again.
Aww.
To us.
Aww.
I'd like that.
Aww. That was a nice ending. That was a really nice ending to the episode. And that was my reaction to the alternate, episode 12 of season 2 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I really enjoyed that episode. It was an Odo episode overall. It had a really interesting mystery involved with it. It had some crazy effects with those liquid effects with Odo transforming and stuff like that. I thought Dax at one point was the liquid person. You know, there were just so many things that I enjoyed about this episode. Dr. Mora and Odo's relationship was one of them, and that was the main and central focus of this episode as well. You see him come into Quark's bar at the start of the episode, and Odo looked very shy. You know what I mean? Like, Odo's usually very, like, he stands tall, he's very aggressive with his actions, you know what I mean? Like, he knows what he wants, he'll get what he wants sort of kind of guy. But Dr. Mora walks into Quark's bar, Odo sees him, and he kind of goes, like, Dr. Mora, and he kind of puts his head down a little bit, like he's ashamed to see Dr. Mora, that like all of his past, like it's not like this nostalgia, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there are things that he enjoyed with Dr. Mora, which he says at the start of this episode as well. Dr. Mora is like, you have to admit that you did like doing some of this stuff, and he's like, some of it. Sorry, I don't know why I yawned during some of it there, but that's just how it be sometimes. For some reason, I'm yawning a lot while I'm talking right now. It's a little strange. But anyways, you could tell that a lot of the stuff that he remembers about Dr. Mora, well, maybe he does have a fond memory here and a fond memory there, and some fond memories of Dr. Mora overall. There's a lot of really bad memories as well, or a lot of really trapped memories, or memories where he felt like he was captured in a cage in a zoo type deal, you know what I mean? And you could tell that he didn't want to go back, and Mora was kind of pushing him to go back and pushing him to go back and pushing him to go back. And it was really interesting because the entity that they found on the planet at the start of the episode, it was like almost like a red herring in this episode, where it did die when O'Brien found it in the vents at the start of the episode. You know what I mean? Like they go on the planet, they find this like life form that's silicon based, but it needs like the carbon atmosphere. They take it back, they don't know it needs the carbon atmosphere, and then it just kind of is dead. You know what I mean? It just kind of dies. But you don't think, as an audience member, you don't think that it's dead. You think this is like a game that it's playing or something, and then you see it later and you're like, oh my god, it's still alive. And so it was just like this really good misdirection, you know what I mean? And then you think maybe it's transformed into someone when Odo asks who moved like the pillar thing, and Dax is like, oh, I moved it. You know, you think, oh, Dax must be the person, because how could Dax flippin' move that pillar, you know what I mean? Like, Dax must be it. The way that Dax was like looking at the symbols and stuff, like she knew it a little bit. You're like, oh, the thing has transformed into Dax. But then, you know, she keeps talking, you're like, wait, no, my theory is so stupid. There's no way the being would be able to say this stuff that Dax is saying. And then I'm like, wait, maybe Dr. Mora is doing it. Maybe Dr. Mora is doing it. And then when it was revealed to be Odo, it was absolutely mind-blowing. But then you're like, maybe Dr. Mora is evil and he's trying to get Odo to come back to the lab with him by making him kill people on the station or something, so he's not going to be allowed back on the station. But then it turns out that Dr. Mora actually does care about Odo. He just didn't realize how much this lab work was harming Odo, both physically and mentally, and how much Odo didn't want to go back to the lab, and that the being of Odo in this episode was like a cry for help, a cry for like, listen to me, you know what I mean? Like, listen to me, I don't want to go back. And you can kind of see that when they're flying in the Gamma Quadrant going to the planet, where Odo keeps talking and then Dr. Mora keeps cutting him off and cutting him off. And this was basically Odo saying, stop cutting me off, I don't want to go back, listen to me. And Odo had to represent that the loudest way possible, as he says, as Dr. Morris says at the end of the episode. And I thought it was a really good way to show Odo just really desiring not to go back. But at the same time, Dr. Mora in a way is sort of like Odo's father figure, and Odo does have some fond memories of him. And so at the end of the episode, when Dr. Mora, I love that he accepted it. I love that he realized where he went wrong, and he was like, I want to be a part of your life a little bit. Maybe from time to time I can come to visit, and we can just, you know, basically we can just chit chat about things that you like, not things that I want to do to you or something, just things that you like, Odo. And then Odo said that he would like that. They hold hands. It was really sweet. It was a really sweet ending to this episode. And yeah, that's kind of like all I have to say, really. Like, it was a great episode. It was a cool Odo episode. We didn't really discover anything about his species that much, if at all, but we did get some Odo character development, which was really awesome. And seeing Dr. Mora for the first time was cool, because we've heard about him a few times from Odo, but never actually seen him. So that was awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Next time we have Armageddon Game, which is episode 13, and Whispers, which is episode 14. That video, the next video, will be the halfway point of, well, the halfway point and then one episode over the halfway point of season 2, which is very exciting. I can't believe we're pretty much halfway done the season already. Also, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, again, 3 weeks uncut and early access reactions, which means on Patreon I'm watching episode 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You can watch all those episodes right now on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. There's also exclusive Star Trek merch. There's also movie polls, exclusive live streams once a month. It's pretty fun over there. So if you'd like to check it out, then thank you so much if you do. And yeah, I will see you next time for the next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.